Step number 2, okay? Step number 2 is going to be article marketing, okay? So once you create a blog on a piece of content on your blog, all right, then what you want to do is to reword it a little bit, and then you want to share it across a bunch of different article directories. One of the most popular article directories is called, I believe it's ezines.com, okay? And so just do you can do a Google search on article directories, okay? And share that content on all those directories, and make sure either in your signature and in the content that you're linking back to your blog, okay? So that's article marketing. And I would suggest trying to link to at least 10 directories, okay, to drive traffic to your blog. All right, so that is strategy number 2, article marketing. The next strategy number 3, okay, very important, is that on your blog, you want to make sure that you include share buttons, okay? Because when you include those share buttons and people read your content and they say, wow, this is awesome, I want to share it with my friends or business partners or just other people for whatever reason, they click like, and then next thing you know, you've got all these people coming and visiting your blog, all right? People like to visit blogs that, come recommended by other people. So, definitely you want to include social media buttons onto your blog, and that could be Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's a bunch of them. Decide which ones that that you're focused in and that your target market is focused on, and just include those social media buttons. Okay, so that is step number 3. Using social media buttons on your blog. All right, step number 4, email. Now, we all use and send email on a daily basis, okay? So if you send an email, actually, it's not about if, because it's when, but your email should give you the capability of including a signature, okay? So you want to include your blog and your signature email, where your signature address is, okay? So, Cheryl Washington, and at the bottom, www.cherylwashington.com. When you receive, check out the emails that you receive, especially if they're coming from a business, right? Typically, it'll have the person's name. If it's a company, it might have the company address. But 9 out of 10, that company website is in that signature line. And so you want to include your blog address in your signature line, okay? Because people, they read your, if you're sending them an email, something that they're interested in, it may or may not maybe an email that's related to your business or not, but just out of curiosity, if nothing else, they'll click onto that link and onto your blog. Okay, so that's step number 4, including your URL, okay, into your signature line in your emails. Okay, number 5 is commenting on other blogs. Okay, this is a really good way to drive traffic to your blog. However, what you want to look for is some people have websites. You want to look at somebody popular, okay, in your niche, all right? And, a lot of times those people will allow you to leave comments. And sometimes they will also allow you to leave a link to your blog, all right? So when you see that opportunity, go ahead and leave a very positive comment that is related to the article that you read, and then make sure that you include the link to your blog in your comment, okay? Because people reading comments, I find myself doing research and things like that, that even though I may be reading a blog article, there's often a lot of relative information that is included in people's comments. So I actually read people's comments, and I'm sure other people do. And if that's not something that you normally do, maybe that's something you should think about doing, because a lot of times you'll see an expansion on the idea of the article you're reading and get relative information that may not have been included in the original article from somebody else who's just leaving a comment. All right, so that's step number 5. Step number 6 is Google Hangouts. What is Google Hangouts? Google Hangouts is an awesome free tool. It's kind of like Skype, okay, but you can actually, run slides, and you can also show your face. It's a video conversation, just like you could see me now, but I could also be running slides and doing other functions. It's kind of similar to doing like a webinar, except visually you can see you can see me, and you can include other people on there as well. Now, if you say, well, maybe I don't want to be seen, that's fine. You can run slides without showing yourself. But, now you no longer have to run out and spend hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on GoToWebinar and some of the other webinar tools. You can use Google Hangouts for free. And the best thing about it is there's no limit. Okay, so you can have a Google Hangout and have thousands of people on it. There's no limit to how many people can join your Google Hangout. Now, there is a limit to how many moderators you can have. I want to say it's 10. I might be wrong. But at the end of the day, it's a free tool. And then you can make sure that during your presentation that you are talking about your blog, that on your materials you can have the name of your blog in that Hangout so other people can see it. And it's a great way to drive traffic. Okay, final way, and I don't mean finals and final because there's so many different ways, but just the finals for the purpose of this piece of content and what I'm sharing with you. The final way. All right, you guys. Excuse me. All right, you guys. Step number 7 in how to drive traffic to your blog for free is syndication. Syndication. Okay, so you've done your blog, you've written a blog, you've posted it, you've written an article, you posted it on your blog, and now you need to let everybody know it's there. Okay, so by syndication, just repeating some of the stuff I said, you remember you included those social media buttons. Make sure that you like them and you share them yourself. Okay, take that article, rewrite it, and post it to the different article directories. All right, share it with your Facebook groups. Okay, if you have a list, okay, email that piece of content, that article you just posted on your blog, to your list. Also, there is a site called Pingler. All right, I think it's pingler.com. Just Google it. All right, it's a pinging service. And you just put in the keyword that you want to be ranked for. Okay, you're not just putting in, don't look to put in the title just for the sake of putting in the title. You want to put in the keyword that you're trying to be ranked for. Okay, and then the URL, you'll pick a few categories and it'll ping all the services and let them know that your article is out there and it exists. Okay, that's how you do that. Okay, So you guys, thank you so much for joining me for this series of how to drive traffic to your blog for free. Hope you enjoyed, you guys. Cheryl Washington. Until next time, bye-bye.